Welcome to Movie Mark Star Sighting. Up in the Air is a new film from director Jason Reitman. I sat down with the cast recently and met an exciting young actress. Anna Kendrick is fantastic in this film and holds her own with George Clooney. You may know her as part of the cast of the Twilight films. Whether she's chatting with Bella or on stage, this young star is rising. Check it out. Now, I'm not just saying this because I'm interviewing you. Your performance is one of my favorite of the year. I think you were outstanding, and you know, I know these are your first couple films, but you really stood out, and I really enjoyed it. So,
thank you so much.
With that said, you know, I know you've done some stage work. So, is it more nerve-wracking being up on stage for the first time, or starring with George Clooney in a big movie?
I mean, I think I started so young on stage. You know, there was this. You have a sense of invincibility at that age in a strange way. Even though there's insecurity, it just feels like, you know, everything's going to be fine and I'm not going to mess up in front of 3,000 people. And, you know, this was definitely a big step for me, and I certainly went into it feeling like I had no business being in a George Clooney movie or a Jason Reitman movie. So it was a little more nerve-wracking going into it.
Oh, you stood your ground. So you did good. You battled with Clooney. Now, one of the things is in the movie you talk about the perfect traits for a guy. And now, how similar in real life are those? Are they similar, the same, or what would you say yours are?
Natalie has very, very specific ideas about love, and I just don't have those. I know that I've probably got, you know, little mental lists for all kinds of silly stuff, but love is just not one of those things. She's very idealistic about love, and I just, you know, I have no kind of expectations for that.
What kind of relationship do you have?
You know that moment when you look into somebody's eyes and you can feel them staring into your soul and the whole world goes quiet?
Yes.
Right, well, I don't.
Now with travel, you know, with me, I flew here on American Airlines. I'm staying at the Hilton, and we watched the movie last night. I could really relate. Do you have to travel quite a bit, I would assume?
Yeah, I travel a lot for work. I'm still not very good at it. I'm trying to be more like Ryan Bingham and, you know, get my packing choreographed and like sail through security and into like by my gate and stuff. And I'm always lost in airports and like constantly losing things, and I pack too much. I'm like the worst overpacker ever.
I am too. I'm learning to be better at that, though.
Yeah.
In fact, one example is this suit. I had to pack it, and I had to try to iron it myself today, which it worked out all right.
Yeah, you did okay?
You know what? I don't know, did I?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. It looks all right. It was pretty wrinkled. But now, you know, I have to ask you, you know, right now, you know, you were in the Twilight series, and now you got this movie coming out. What's life like for you? I mean, it's got to be, that's such a huge, iconic situation.
Robert Pattinson and George Clooney far more than any human being should ever have to.
Well, that's a pretty good problem to have.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a high-class problem. Things could be a lot worse.
Okay.
But, yeah, I like, the next time I see George, I'm going to be like, I'm so sick of talking about you.
Who's paler, George or Edward? Well, Edward or Ryan?
George is really tan, man. They had to, the euphemism is warm me up. That's what makeup artists use,
right.
The term they use when you look like freakishly pale on screen. And because I was next to George, they had to warm me up.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you did a great job. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Anna is one of my favorite new actresses, and you can see her for yourself when Up in the Air opens this December. Tune in for more with the cast on Movie Mark Star Sighting. Thanks for watching.